Hello everybody, this is Yoshi, starting off the morning right with a wake and bake. I'm your host of A Casual Gamer. Well, this is Casual Gamer. Should probably make A Casual Gamer. Here to just talk about my weekend channel. I really didn't do anything. Mainly got some games uploaded. Greed Falls and some Tales of Zestiria, or however it's pronounced. I don't actually know. Pretty interesting game. Same with Greed Falls. Working on Lords of the Fallen. The first warden boss is just extremely difficult, but I think I have a strategy down. And then the Surge 2, I'm still having trouble getting to Little Johnny. It's just, I don't know, I die a lot. And I mean, I die a lot. That game is, it's pretty hard actually. Still stuck on Control. I'm gonna probably pick that up later. Dead Cells, still stuck on getting to the hard boss, or getting past the hard boss. I mean, I can get to them quite easily. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It's been rainy here. We got the hurricanes coming in. Hopefully those people will be able to weather the storm, I guess you could say. Pun intended or not. We don't really get like the worst of it, just a bunch of rain. I've been staying up pretty much all day. Well, not all day. Today I have stayed up like over the weekend. Actually, no. During the week I stayed up. The weekend I slept all day, basically. Over the weekend, both days. I needed to pay my sleep debt. Okay, so what I actually want to talk about, more so than the games. Should probably talk about the games more than anything. But here's something going on in the United States. Something that is close to home, really close to home, since I live in the state. In Tennessee, Governor Bill Lee has passed a law, along with the Democrats and Republicans in the Tennessee government, to make camping on state grounds a Class E felony in response to people protesting against police abuses, and a removal of a bust of a slave owner. So instead of actually sitting down and listening to the protesters and their grievances, they decide to make it a felony to protest. Well, more so felony to camp on state grounds, since these protesters have been doing overnight protesting. It's a Class E felony, it's a low felony in Tennessee, but Tennessee is a state that removed voting rights for felons. So the way that Governor Bill Lee has decided to respond to all this is to make these protesters felons and remove their ability to vote. It's all illegal, in my opinion. This means that people need to protest even harder. fight back even more, because this shows that the governor does not care whatsoever about what's going on with the people. Because if you protest against police brutality and the response of your governor is to make it illegal to protest, then it shows that they don't care. And if we have a governor that doesn't care, then that means he should not be governor whatsoever. It's kind of crazy that this is his response. Well, the response of the leaders and Tennessee government, it said that the Democrats wanted to keep it a misdemeanor, but it shouldn't be a misdemeanor whatsoever, being that it's state grounds and it's public and it's paid for by taxpayers. And then the protesters should be allowed to camp there overnight all they want. And if you want them to stop, well, start listening to the protesters. Though Governor Bill Lee did say he chose not to talk to the Black Caucus and Tennessee government because he claims they are not looking to progress or talk on even ground or whatever. And it's just an excuse to use. And, hey, these people don't want to progress and don't want to, talk, so why should I talk to them? He doesn't care about black lives. That's basically it. It's something that needs to change. It may happen. Tennessee is pretty backwoods in my opinion. I don't like the place. Never did. I've experienced a whole lot of racism in Tennessee, and I would not doubt that Governor Bill Lee is a racist. And the fact that, he doesn't want to remove the bust of a slave owner. What is it? Let me look again. The bill for the felony camp is called Bill HB 8005, by the way, if you want to check into that. Okay, the bust that they want to have removed from the state capitol is the bust of Nathan Bedford Forrest. It's at the state capitol. He was a slave trader and an early Ku Klux Klan leader. And the fact that, people don't want this removed and stuff shows that this supports the KKK as well as slave trading. And if you want to say it's heritage, well then your heritage is slave trading and being a KKK member, which is nothing to be proud of. Governor Lee is saying that this law is to prevent autonomous zones from happening, which, in my opinion, shows that they fear people being a bit more autonomous and not needing the leaders that we have in office, because in my opinion, none of them are actually doing anything to get anything done. I mean, how long have black people been, asking the government not to be killed by the cops? And what has the government done? Nothing whatsoever. Let's see. The Tennessee chapter of the ACLU denounced Lee's signing of the bill as a chill on free speech. While the governor often speaks about sentence reform, this bill contradicts those words and wastes valuable taxpayer funds to severely criminalize dissent. Heidi Weinberg, executive director of ACLU of Tennessee said in a statement on to CNN. The bill that's passed is going to cost like $1.8 billion in order to fund the cops and state troopers. This law also robs individuals of their right to vote if they are convicted of these new felony charges. We will be closely monitoring enforcement of this law and are urging Tennesseans to get out and vote like their rights depend on it, Weinberg said, because your rights depend on it. And the lives of a lot of people depend on removing people like this from office, because as long as we have people like Governor Lee in office, people that are going to ignore the cries of the citizens about the racial bias that goes on, the unjust treatment, the innocent lives that are continually taken every day. It is, I mean, it just means people like me, you're just going to be killed by the system for no reason. And that brings me to Kenosha, Wisconsin. Jacob Blake. There is a shooting involved. Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back by the cops. He was trying to break up a domestic disturbance. After going to go check on his kids in the car, the cops were there. They grabbed him, shot him 7 times in the back. There's been riots and protesting going on about it. And it's like it happens, like it seems like it happens every single day. A cop kills an unarmed black person for no reason whatsoever. We have so many people trying to justify it by saying, well, gun. And it doesn't... Just people are so quick to want to justify the murder of an innocent black man. Maybe even not innocent, doesn't matter whatsoever. People are wanting to justify cops being able to kill people, and it's just crazy. That's not, I mean, if we're supposed to be a nation of law and order, how can we go around allowing cops to just kill people at their leisure and expect, the citizens to be happy about that? It's about time the entire U.S. justice system changes. And FYI, Biden and Harris, they are not going to reform the justice system so that POCs are not at the oppressive end of it. They're just going to make it worse. Well, I guess that's enough on the politics and stuff. I just wanted to get that out there. It's something that happened. It got passed or signed last Thursday. Passed like sometime in June, and basically people have been protesting like hardcore past couple months. Started, though it basically started when George Floyd died. So if you end up getting to this part, tell me what's your favorite game that I've been playing so far, or what games you would like to see, or what I can do to help improve my content. Any type of advice would help. I'm just looking to make enjoyable content for people to watch, and as well as stuff for me to enjoy. I basically just play the games that I like. Sometimes try to play new games that are coming out, but it's just mainly games that I enjoy. I mean, if you don't enjoy the game, it's going to be a chore to play it. One reason I don't play a whole lot of shooting games or racing games because I'm not good at them, nor do I really enjoy them. If I were to play them, they'd be kind of a chore. But, you know, everybody has their own thing, their own games that they like and they're good at. And that's why there's many different channels specializing in certain types of games. Some channels are more general. But that's the beauty of it all. So many different types of channels and stuff. So many different games you can watch or play. I enjoy it all. I hope you guys have a great time. Probably gonna go and get some games played. If you wanna listen to more of my political stuff, I have another channel which I will either put at the end of here as a end screen thing, or also put a link down below. May also be a little bit more political on this channel for a little bit. You know, need to raise awareness. Gotta be actively anti-racist and stuff. Gotta let people know that, you know, it's time for all this to end.